We're here at Lakers Media Day. Last year, the 16-time NBA champs struggled. Will things be different this time around?
Well, I mean, hopefully we'll be healthier than we were, and we can get through training camp without having any significant injuries. That's one. And then two, I think the young guys that we have, the energy that they're bringing to the game, and I think it's going to be infectious.
Kobe, I know you haven't made like obviously there's no decision about beyond this year, but what's going to be the biggest factor? Is it going to be your health? Is it going to be if this team is close to maybe a playoff?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I've thought about it a little bit in terms of what is the deciding factor and how the players actually know when it's time to hang them up. You know what I mean? Like truly. I mean, everybody kind of gives you guys the standard cookie cutter answers. You know what I mean? Relaxing, golfing, spending family, things like that. But it's really, how do you truly know? And I don't know. So I have a much better answer for you when that time comes.
Hope you get a chance to put a lot of focus into Kobe Inc. in the offseason. Did it give you a sense of what life would be like away from basketball?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been working on that now for 2.5 years, right? And, to actually executing things versus it being a vision, It took a long time for me to figure out what it was going to be, but we're here now with that, and I feel very comfortable with that.
Kobe, you've balled with a disdain for death for 20 years in this league.
Say again?
You've balled with a disdain for death. Sublime in its essence, of course.
Sure.
20th year in.
Yeah.
Do you feel you're prepared to do that for most of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's what happened to me, man. I mean, I'm used to it.
Kobe, what do you think of James Worthy being added to the coaching staff and to help with the big?
I think it's amazing. I think it's extremely smart move. Extremely smart move. We're one of these organizations that is very fortunate to have some of the all-time greats that have played here, right? So, got to use that. Got to use that.
What was the off-season like for you personally, getting over your surgery? Like you said, this is like the second or third straight year you've had to overcome something like that.
It wasn't as bad as the Achilles. So when I had rough days, I could always kind of look back and just remember, what that summer was like, what that year and a half was like, and it puts it in perspective for me.
Kobe, last year you had a lot of teammates come down to Orange County and train with you. I didn't hear that you were doing that this year. Did you have guys come down?
If you didn't hear it, it's probably not true.
Okay.
You got,
Did you have teammates come down and train with you down there, or not this year?
Not this year.
Was there a reason for your rehab schedule, or was there a reason?
Well, part of the reason we didn't know who the hell was going to be on the team. And then when we did, I was out of the country. So.
Kobe, have you reached out to any other great athletes, say Derek Jeter, to try to figure out when is when?
Yeah, Jeter and I have spoken several times. Initially, just for the business partnership that we have together. And we talked a little bit about the retirement, what the last year was like for him. And we joke. I mean, he and I couldn't be any more opposite in personalities. You know what I mean? And it's fun just kind of hearing his perspective and what he went through, and kind of what triggered the decision for him to step away from the game. So I don't know what that's going to be for me, but we'll see.
No farewell tour. No stopping at the arena.
We're completely different people. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that.
Is it rather humorous to you to hear all the speculation about what you may or may not do when in fact you don't know yourself?
It could get to be a pain in the ass, but when I sit back and think about it, it's cool, because it means that you've had a really good career, and people want to know is it when the time's coming for you to hang them up, and like me, don't like me, to respect the career that I've had. And I think that's a pretty damn cool thing.
I'm Melissa Rohlin, reporting for the Los Angeles Times.